Good day everyone, and welcome to the Replit tutorial for beginners. So if you've ever wanted to start coding right from your browser without installing anything, Replit is one of the easiest tools to begin with. In this video, I'll take you through a full beginner's tutorial, how to create, code and deploy your projects step by step. Alright, so as an introduction, this is our website. I'm just going to tell you what Replit is, and then we will continue on with creating our first account, and I'll show you how to use it. So Replit is a online coding platform that lets you build and run code in dozens of programming languages, from Python and JavaScript to C++, HTML, and even frameworks like Node.js. It's free, beginner-friendly, and perfect for learning prototyping quickly. Alright guys, and just like I said, before we begin using this service, let us of course create an account first. So for that, on the top right, click on sign up. And in here we have a few ways to sign up. We can continue with Google, which is the most common way. It's very easy. If you have your Google account, for example, logged in into your browser, you can easily just press this button and use that account to sign up and then continue. If you've already been coding and you have experience with GitHub and you have a GitHub account, you can continue with GitHub. And two of the last options for us is you can continue with X, formerly known as Twitter, and email and password. So now let us choose the proper way, whichever you wish to sign up. Okay, so for example, if you want to continue signing up with GitHub, as you can see, GitHub by Replit would like a permission to. Okay, and now let us authorize and we'll be redirected. And as you can see, just like that, in just a few seconds, our account is created. Okay, and as you can see, we have the same page, but now we have a different interface. So pretty much when you create an account, you will have of course, full functionality of Replit, so that you can start pretty much creating a code and as you can see, describe your idea of what you want to build. So we can start building, and on the left panel we have our apps that we have created. Along with the home page, we have published apps. These are pretty much the ones that you've created, and if you've published them, if they are fully developed and are ready to be used, this is going to be our tab. We also have integrations, something we will talk about later. So this service supports integrations, many of them. So as you can see, we have the Postgres, QL, Replit database that can be connected, app storage, authentication, and domains. And below, as you can see, we have a whole bunch of other connections and integrations that we can connect. For example, Asana, Confluence, we have Notion, OneDrive, even Spotify, even YouTube. So if you wish to connect your accounts, you can do that. And in usage, this will basically tell us how much basically resources we've used. And also the billing will be displayed in here, I suppose. So depending on your plan, if you have a free plan, you can see how much of free stuff you've used and actually understand if you need to buy a premium or not. And also guys, if you're looking to install this application and this service to your PC, as you can see, it has install Replit on, and we have a phone. I'm not really sure for which platform this is. Oh, it's for both. Okay, so it's for Android and Apple. And we have also the desktop version. All right. But as you can see, the interface is pretty much the same. So if I go back here, yeah, it's not really that much different. So maybe for the speed's sake, you can, grab yourself a desktop application. Just press on the button, whether you're on Mac, Windows or Linux, and grab yourself an application. If you're on the phone, for example, you can grab it for your iPhone or your Android phone, whichever model you have. And from here, guys, you can pretty much start from scratch, which will be just typing in your prompt in this field, in the chat field, and you can create your, for example, web app, as you can see, data app. You can even create a game, which is awesome. We have agents and automations as well. Or you can also start with an idea. As you can see, we have here these small little templates that can be used to start. So if you open them up, for example, you start chat, and as you can see, it's writing in, filling in for us automatically the prompts based on that little template. So what's this going to be? It's going to be a sketch canvas where users can draw together on shared boards. Interesting. And as you can see, before it actually starts creating our sketch canvas, it actually asks us some questions. So as you can see, let me clarify a few important details before proposing a plan. So basically the AI is asking us questions about the details on what exactly we want. So if this is a sketchboard, so for example, it asks, since this is a multi-user collaborative app, should users be able to create accounts? So pretty reasonable question. Or should this be just simpler? For example, anonymous sessions with temporary boards. So I'm just gonna respond by points. So the point number one and the question number one is whether to have the live accounts that will pretty much have the info in them, or should we have a pretty much anonymous sessions. I will just say anonymous sessions. Okay, and now getting to point number two, and the question is, so for generating abstract brushstroke cover images, do you have a preference for how this should work? So it asks if we want to use an AI image generation, and of course it gives us the choice for which AI will be used. Generate procedural/algorithmic images on the client side, no external API, or use a simple approach with pre-made patterns. So let us go for the first one. I mean, AI can generate the images for us easily these days, so let us go with the option number one. And now point number three, it asks us real-time drawing, sync between users, a WebSocket-based synchronization acceptable, or do you have other preferences? So let us just say, yeah, let's have a sync. Okay, and just press enter now. We have answered its questions, and now let us see what it's going to create. So guys, also at any time as you're creating your pretty much first project, you can also see what's happening, right? So as you can see, we are planning now. So this is the first stage. So basically where you explain what you want, add some details, etc. And then the step number two, which is final, of course, is to be creating the actual the actual, what is it for us? The actual sketch canvas. And as you can see, now it tells us that it found the integrations. And now let me propose a comprehensive plan. So this is the plan. If you wish to read this whole thing, you can. If you're serious about building a project, you absolutely should. And of course, you can at any time change your plan, right? As you can see, you can just message the agent once again. If you have any suggestions or corrections, or you want to completely maybe redo it from the scratch, you can just change plan and of course go through all of the points again and then provide what you actually want. And what do we have? I've created a feature list based on your request. If everything looks good, we can start creating. So in here we have two choices. We have built an entire app, which is 20 plus minutes, and we have start with the design. So best if you want agents to build out the full functionality of your app, or if you want a design prototype first, then iterate on visuals and features. So for the sake of saving time for this particular video, I'm just going to choose start with a design and then start designing. And now guys, in terms of the interface, let us discuss. So on the left panel, you have your files tab also, and in here the chat where you can see and type in your corrections and suggestions. In the center, we have the code, which will appear after the project will be created. And on the right, if you press on this button, we have our files. If you wish to browse them, you can go ahead and do that. And let us now wait until our app or canvas will be generated. And also guys, if you're willing to pay for premium, that's also available. You can also take a look. So for example, we have monthly plans, Replit Core and Teams. If you're a solo dev, I would recommend just grabbing the $25 one. We have the agent, we have live apps, unlimited private apps, credits and pay as you go for usage. Also, if you want to learn more, you press on here and you can actually see which kind of features and benefits you're getting. Okay, so we'll get the hardware, of course, that will generate our apps and other projects. Storage, as you can see, AI models, security, so you can read these out. But if you're using the free version, just make sure that you're getting the most out of it, because of course these guys, they have to make money and they won't put all the best features in the free plan, which is understandable. Okay, as you can see, it's now creating images, so it's creating a beautiful real-time collaborative drawing application. That's great, so we can see what's happening. Okay, so I suppose we have our preview loading up very shortly. So what do we have? This is a visual preview of the application's building blocks. Interesting. So as you can see, we can see our I always forget what it is. Drawing application with several sophisticated features. Sketch canvas. Okay, so our sketch canvas is building. Alright, as you can see, we have our buttons being created, which is cool. Also, you can resize. As you can see, guys, if you wish, that's no problem. I'm gonna just close that. So let us just wait now. Alright, so pretty much as you can see, now our sketchboard is generated, and now it's up to you what you want to do next. So for example, our AI is talking to us now, says that it created a visual preview. If everything looks good to you, I can start building the functionality of your app. So you can just keep the iteration of design. So if you wish to customize it further and go ahead and, you know, maybe add something or change something, you can just keep iterating, press this button, provide what you want, and then, you know, after you're finished, click on build functionality. So as you can see, the functions are not possible to interact with yet. So if I'm clicking on the elements, nothing's happening. So that's why we need the functionality. I'm just going to press build and let us wait now. Alright, so if you wish to get the API key, we should already have a tutorial on that. If not, just let us know in the comments below and we'll make one for you. Alright, I'm gonna create this key. See that? And then insert it and continue. Alright, as you can see, guys, we already have the buttons and stuff, so it's doing its work. We even have a switch toggle between light and night modes. That's really good, that's great. So let us wait a bit more. Alright, so it seems like there's been some kind of error, but I guess we did end up with some kind of application here. So our sketch canvas is somewhat functioning. For some reason it tells me that agent encountered some kind of error while running. We are investigating the issue and now they're telling me to buy the premium. Okay, so yeah, pretty much, guys, you can just go ahead and publish this like this. You just type in your for example, app name, so like this, yeah, and we need to upgrade to even publish. Interesting. So basically this is not a free service, guys. Not a free service. You need to pretty much buy the premium to have more actions. Yeah, as you can see, the agent usage is 100% used. So the usages are not enough probably for me to basically create the app completely, which is fine. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much how you do it. And just like I showed you, you just upgrade the to the premium subscription and then press on publish, and after this you'll be able to publish your app or whatever you're creating, and you're pretty much done. And also, guys, one of the best parts about Replit is real-time collaboration called multiplayer mode. You can click on invite button at the top right, which is right over here, and share the link with a friend. They can edit code with you live, just like Google Docs for coding. You can even chat inside the editor while coding together. Great for pair programming or teaching. So press on this, as you can see, multiplayers. You add people by username or email, and then just invite them and you can code together. You can also create a private link, as so, and now you can just, yeah, send it to them and they join you. And also, guys, if you wish to download your project, you can also click on this files section, and in here you just click on 3 dots and you can download a zip. So pretty much you're downloading a code for this app, and if you wish to work with this app somewhere else, you can do that. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's your full beginner's guide to Replit. You've learned how to create projects, collaborate live, and even deploy apps, which we did at the end, even with trouble. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to leave a like and of course subscribe for more in-depth coding guides, and I'll see you in the next one.